Good morning.
Good morning.
You have such a fancy background today.
Yeah, I'm in the backdrop here. I'm live on location at Everhote Co. Permanent Jewelry inside of the Hope City Center Mall. If you've not been to the mall lately, you need to come check her out. So,
are you
buy some bracelets? Keep red velvet. We're unemployed. Great.
Are you getting jewelry today?
No, we had to take all the stuff we cleaned out of the tiny house and the trailers from the market events this weekend. We were bringing them to the storefront.
Oh, cool.
She's doing the decorating. I'm sitting in the dressing room. Well,
nice.
Part dressing room, part whatever this is.
It looks cool. You got a sweet background.
Photo booth. It's a photo booth. She just yelled from the background.
I couldn't tell what she said. I just heard her yell.
Yeah, well, that's usually she yells and I don't hear her. Hey, did you know my wife? Hey, what's that word you can't say?
I do know your wife.
Shut up.
Hi.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Tell them that word you can't say.
Exemplary.
What?
Documentary.
Oh.
Documentary.
Yeah. She's getting better.
I'm getting a little better because I've been practicing.
We've been taking speech class all morning.
So, that's awesome.
Yeah. Because you can't say blah, blah, blah.
Documentary.
My wife just came out too, so now my dogs are all running around.
You're gonna get attacked.
I know. They were being all quiet and good, but then I think she just got up, so they all got up with her, it looked like.
Who let the dogs out? Bailey.
My wife. So now you may have to listen to pitter patter her feet for a few minutes until these
pitter patter.
Yeah, it does. They have their nails on our wood floor. It sounds like a bunch of little tiny tap dancers running around my freaking house.
Yeah,
it's super cool. Like right now, when she's lapping up water as loud as humanly possible in the background, it's great.
Yeah,
thank you, Addie. I appreciate.
Well, we want to wish everybody a happy Pi Day.
Yeah.
As you just hawk up a big hawker there.
I told you I'm on Liquid IV #2 this morning in hopes to flush this shit the rest of the way.
You know what'll help flush it out? Black coffee and Marlboro Reds.
I don't think so. I think that will have the exact opposite approach that I'm looking for.
I don't know. It worked for me. But I got a Mickey Mantle gene. But,
you do. I don't know how you do that. But if I smoked a cigarette right now, I'm pretty sure I would immediately die.
Well, that's
instantly.
True.
I've never smoked a cigarette in my life.
Are you serious?
I swear, not a one. I've never.
Guess what we're doing this weekend?
No, the fuck we're not. I've made it 35 years. I'm not starting now.
Well, that's admirable of you.
Thank you. I don't know why. I've always hated the smell of it. It always gave me a headache, and it's one of those that I always stayed away from.
I'm the opposite. I love the smell of cigarettes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I like the pipes. Like I could smell like
pipes are good
tobacco
too.
Or cigars. Yeah. I could do those. I've had cigars before, but I've never lit a cigarette.
Back in the day, my uncle used to smoke, and it's like growing up, from like the early 90s to now, it's like he used to come to our house and he'd smoke in the house. Like that was a common thing. And
yeah, I remember my grandma smoking. Like we'd go over there and we'd come home and like have to change all your clothes and everything.
Yeah.
Just reek of cigarette smoke. I think that's probably why I don't smoke, because going over there and smelling it, like it just like stuck with me for some reason. I don't know. I just never tried one.
I remember we used to light fireworks with lit cigarettes. If we couldn't have enough matches, we just light or candles,
That's like the most redneck thing ever. We used to light fireworks with cigarettes.
Well, while we were holding our Budweisers at age 11, we were smoking Marlboro Reds, drinking Budweiser at 11, lighting fireworks, throwing them off in our hands.
America,
baby, America. Oh, but happy Friday Eve also.
Yeah,
Friday Eve.
We're almost there. For all of you working folk, you're almost there. Power through. I did see some politician the other day push for a 36-hour work week to be the new normal.
Really?
Yeah, he put it in. I forget which one it was, but I feel like they're all grasping for straws right now to try to make it seem like any of them are legit, but whatever.
Well, they probably need workers.
They need a lot. They need something.
I mean, I'd take a 36-hour work week if I was working 4 9s, deal. Like, better than working 5 12s.
Heck yeah, that'd be awesome.
Do
we want to hit our sponsors before we get too far?
Thank you. I forgot about that. Thank you to our gold sponsors for letting us do this show. I'm waiting for the graphic so I can read.
I'm sorry, I'm getting it.
It's okay. I'll just wing it.
I got sidetracked.
Oh.
We got Pappy's Barbecue, Meet, Eat, Repeat. We have Stitched Brands.
I can't see them, so you're on your own, bud.
Yep, gotcha. I assumed whenever I pulled it up and you still didn't say anything. So. we have the Wabash Valley Adult Teen Challenge, which we are doing a donation drive still until next Thursday. So
Yep.
if you get anything, reach out to us. We have a bin in front of the diner, and we'd love to help them out and take them a whole big pile of things. So,
or give us money and we'll take it to them as well.
Absolutely. Wabash Valley Plumbing, they lay pipe. Thank you for being our OG sponsor. And Peak Performance Gym. I don't know what's theirs.
No peak, no results.
No results. There we go.
Right now, I've not been to peak, so I don't have any results. So.
And ML Productions, they have Drowning in Echoes coming soon, and then we'll be filming the diner. Keep pushing.
Poosh.
Video or movie, not video. So
Short
thank
film.
you to all of our sponsors. I actually had a graphic for our shop. I'll have to drop it because I totally forgot to add it to the thing today. So,
okay.
You know,
I would
we'll
see
get that added. But shop.thedinerpod.com and get everything diner merch. And we got a couple new ones coming. I got my new tank tops last night. I've got one on, but I felt like it was rather aggressive for me wearing a tank top. But
I hope you like them.
I do. I love them.
Those are hand pressed by me.
I know. They're made with love. So not only do you get a cool diner shirt, but they are made with love.
Made with love.
And or anger, depending on the day.
No, that was my wife's shirt.
Oh, good.
Okay, gotta be careful. She's
You're
around
gonna
the
take a
corner.
right hook to the jaw.
I know. We should put a
Then
curtain
we'll
up.
have to Bill Burr it for the rest of the.
There, I have a curtain up. She can't see me.
Oh, nice. You get to hide out in like a dressing room.
I'm in her dressing room. Well, the business's dressing room, not hers.
Yeah.
Gotta
So
keep-
we talked about Pi Day this morning on the radio. They were talking about these kids. They have a contest for their school, and they memorize the digits of pi. And their two kids were two of the winners, and they had memorized 300 to 400 digits of pi. Talk about a useless use of your brain. I feel like why would you need to have that many digits of pi? You're never even going to use. You don't even need to know what pi is in most situations in life. Why would you need to know 400 digits of pi?
It's a challenge. I bet they got paid.
I would.
What if it's a cash prize? Uh-oh, he's frozen. Or maybe I'm frozen. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to proceed. We'll check my list here. Today, SpaceX turns 22 years old. And they are celebrating they're going to be attempting their third launch this afternoon. So we have that. I don't know what happened to him. I think he froze. Hello? Oh, well.
Coming back. There we go. Sorry.
All right. You froze on me.
I feel like once a morning, that's just how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm not sure why, but
I've already just gone into the list.
That's all right.
SpaceX turned 22 today.
Oh, happy birthday, SpaceX.
And they're launching their third rocket today.
Oh, well, hopefully that goes well. Did you see that Japanese rocket?
No.
It did not go well. It exploded immediately.
Well, sorry to hear that for those families.
Well, I don't think anybody was in it. I think they were just trying to get one.
Well, I didn't know.
Like going into orbit.
I mean, it's like a Challenger. You never know.
No. It was one of like the SpaceX type things where they were sending it into like an orbit type deal, and it blew up damn near immediately. It did not go well.
Gotcha. Did you see? We're gonna rip the Band-Aid off the TikTok.
Let's do it. Yeah.
TikTok. Potential ban or sale. Yeah. I watched a couple clips of that. What the F? You know.
I mean, they're attacking free speech. Basically, they came out. I forget what rep it was, but he testified in front of whatever Congress or whatever the hell it was, that the reason they're doing it is because they don't like that people in their 30s and younger are getting most of their news from TikTok and they can't control it because anyone can post anything. They can't really hide stuff.
Well,
and same thing that Twitter's doing.
You can't post anything. I've been flagged by TikTok.
True.
They do have community standards from an active user that do have community standards. It's not free for all.
You can post your opinions. So if there's these quote unquote conspiracy theories, they can post whatever they want about them and they can prove these things and show you what's happening in the world. And I don't think they like it. Same thing that Twitter does, where you can scroll through there and find out kind of the gist of what's going on in the world, or you at least get to see a accumulation of everything.
Mm-hmm.
which is helpful because you can kind of then draw your own conclusion. But I feel like the days of Fox News and CNN being the way people get news anymore is just it's almost too hard to watch, or at least I think so. When you
it's just I want to say, I don't want to say this the wrong way, but I feel like opinion gets brought into it, like
always,
instead of like, hey, this happened, it's like this happened and this is why I think it happened. It's like, no, it's just that I don't even know why you care, or why I don't need to know your opinion on it. It's just, I did see also, like, dude, they grilled that guy, the CEO. They said, they kept asking if he was from China, affiliated with China. He's from Singapore. Singapore is its own independent country.
Yep.
They do look like Chinese people, but they're Singaporean. And then I saw on Twitter today, Rand Paul was on Fox and Friends, and he lit up.
I saw that too.
What was his name? Brian Kilmeade. Brian Kilmeade was going on a rant, and Rand Paul put him in his place.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, everybody has to have their day. Everybody has to have their day in court. Give them a chance, and it is what it is.
Isn't it crazy now that you've been paying attention to this stuff, like how much information you can get off of Twitter? Like, you can basically get a gist of what's happening in the world pretty easily. Like it seems to, you get kind of that collective, and obviously you can kind of get into your own algorithms, and it's based off of people you follow and what you look at. So obviously it's going to be slightly leaning whichever way you want it to lean, I guess, but you can really do your research and kind of get a gist of everything that's going on.
Well, that's what I like about what we do now on this thing is I just look at the trending thing, so it doesn't mess up my algorithm. I just, here's this. And you get most of the time you get a very diverse thing. Like, that's looking at my paper today. It's very all over the place. I mean, yesterday was pretty sports heavy, but you're in a bit of free agency. It's slow.
Yeah.
So that's what's going to fire up. I mean, but like, that's just those days. There'll be hot days, cold days, struggling and trying to find stuff. But
yeah,
I mean, it's educational, but also it's like, we're not journalists, so don't take what we say as gospel either. And
but anymore, I don't feel like most of the major news things are journalists. They just tell you one side of the story, that whatever benefits the Democrats or the Republicans, that's what they're going to spew out, and they're going to fight about whatever the other side does. And there is no middle ground. There is no ability to just think for yourself. They want you to, again, it's like the Matrix was trying to warn us about the red and blue pill. Like, you're taking the red pill, you're going far right. You're taking the blue pill, you're going far left. And that's almost what it's like. You venture into the Matrix and you start, like, you can stress yourself out about it. I've been up since 3:30 again because my stupid cough and nose are driving me insane. So I was just sitting on my phone.
The world's problems.
No. Well, I was. That's what I was kind of getting to. I sat there this morning because I was just sitting watching TV because I couldn't go back to sleep. So I started scrolling through Twitter because I knew we were doing this. And I'm like, let's just see what's going on. I'll get an idea. I was probably 20 minutes in and I had to turn it off because I was getting so frustrated. And I'm like, what am I mad about? Like, I can't control this stuff, but it just makes you so angry to see that it's such a bias either way. There is no middle ground. It's crazy. Like, so we talked about Aaron Rodgers and RFK Jr., him possibly being the VP or his running mate for the VP. So McAfee talked about it. So Rodgers was in Costa Rica on an ayahuasca trip when this all came out. And obviously, who knows what happens. He said he relishes the opportunity to compete, is what he said when Pat asked him what was going on or if he was going to do it or whatever it was, that he relishes the opportunity to compete. What did you see? He was trending again yesterday.
Yes.
So they released that he had sent Sandy Hook conspiracy theories in a private message.
Yeah.
Like, does that not ring a bell to anyone that, like, there is no freedom and there is no privacy? They're watching and controlling everything. So if you step out of line, they can immediately throw you under the bus for whatever it is, because there's no context to that. What if somebody texted him and said, hey, man, I know you're into conspiracy theories. Is there anything on Sandy Hook being a conspiracy theory? And he sent him some information. What does that have to do with anything? Why is that? But then obviously you immediately get people attacking him, both sides going crazy, which is what they want to do. They want to immediately throw you to the wolves as soon as you possibly interrupt their ability to own these elections. And I'm
Yeah.
assuming it scares the hell out of them that an independent's getting traction because, I feel like I've always felt that way. I've never voted. I voted one time because I felt like I was like kind of pushed into doing it. And other than that, I have never voted because I feel like it was pointless. Like I always felt like, well, I'm just picking the lesser of two evils, and neither of these people seem to like. Why do I have to think one way or another? And I feel like I've always thought that way.
Yeah.
It's super interesting.
Yeah. Your father-in-law just asked if I was laying in the grass.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm on my own
He's getting-
ayahuasca trip there, Lauren.
He took too many drugs this morning. He's just laying down.
Totally kidding. I'm in the mall. I'm at Everhope Co. in their photo booth. So
Oh,
I think I need this in the diner.
I think you do too. I kind of like it. I like
It
it.
look a lot better than my washer and dryer in the background.
Yeah,
Oh.
not bad. I've always got my calendars in the background, so it's not
Yeah.
too bad.
Well, speaking of calendars, 20 years ago today, Mr. Krabs fries on SpongeBob. Plankton was going to destroy Mr. Krabs on March 14th, 2004.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
That
didn't
was-
get him though. He's still there.
that was trending on Twitter today.
Was it really?
Yep,
Because we were
Krabs.
watching SpongeBob this morning. That show is
It's a good
hysterical. It
It's
is.
a good show. I've heard
It was the one
I've
where
heard
he-
it's got its own conspiracies too, but I
Really?
think I've heard, and I'm like it's demonic or something, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't look that far into it. I just like the show.
I could see the Patrick Show. Have you ever watched it?
No, it just looks like a bad trip.
That shit is like mind numbing. It was. I had to turn it off, and my kids were watching it the other day. I'm like, I can't watch this shit anymore. I don't know what is happening, but this is brutal.
Yeah.
It was
Did
just
you hear?
nonsense.
Did you hear? Big news. This is huge news.
Okay.
Taylor Swift is dropping a new song this tonight, 9:00,
Oh,
exclusive to Disney Plus. Let's see what it's called.
Did
You Are in Love. It's an
did she
acoustic
happen to
song.
break up with Travis Kelce?
No, I don't know. Probably not. Oh, that. Speaking of those two, I heard on the radio yesterday their podcast is like the #1 podcast now,
Really?
and they gave their flowers. They said thank you Swifties for gross.
Sorry. I
But
tried to
thank
look
you-
off
thank
camera.
you,
It wasn't
Swifty.
as bad.
For helping us get to #1. I mean, they wasn't like, oh, we did it on our own. No, they had help, and they admitted, like, they acknowledged help. That's awesome. So
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they know that boosted their numbers, obviously.
yeah. And did you know
Boosted
NSYNC?
everybody.
Did you know NSYNC showed up at a JT concert last night, and they did a little bonus thingy?
I saw they were trending. I didn't know that was what it was, though.
Yep. They sang like 3 or 4 songs, like the hits. But
Well, heck yeah. Do you have much in sports?
I have one.
So I got Flacco into the Falco, whatever the hell his name is.
Joe Flacco,
Yeah, I was thinking of Footsteps Falco from
Shane Falco from Ohio
Replacements.
State.
Yeah, that was what immediately popped in my head. I was like, oh, I messed that one up quickly. But yeah, he went to the Colts, comeback player of the year. That'll
Yeah.
probably be good for Richardson.
It will
You
be.
know, they're in
And
there
props to
helping
Joe
out.
Flacco. Props to Joe Flacco for because I think beginning of last year he was on unemployment, wasn't he?
I think so, yeah.
And I mean, he signed a 1-year deal worth up to $8.7 million with the Colts. I mean, is he the answer? No, but can he help mentor Richardson?
Absolutely.
If Richardson would learn to be an NFL quarterback and not try to run over everybody,
Yeah,
like,
he tries to use his head like a freaking battering ram.
does that mean
not a
Gardner
great
Minshew's
idea.
out? Is
I would
Gardner?
guess so.
Man, I like Gardner Minshew, man. He's like Marquez Tuiasosopo, a solid
I-
backup.
I don't see him taking or keeping all three of them.
Well, they usually have a third
I-
stringer.
True. Yeah, but that's an expensive third stringer. Usually it's a guy that, is never going to sniff the field, or at least you assume. I feel
That is true. That is true. I thought
And the only other
Go
other
ahead.
sport I had was that pitcher Dylan Cease from the White Sox finally got traded. They've been talking about him forever. He's like this ridiculously good pitcher that was rotting away with the White Sox, and he
Watch
went to the
Ralph.
Padres. The White Sox have been terrible. I mean, they're like the Cubs now. I say that as a Cubs fan who's also been through decades of shit, but
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't pay any attention to baseball, so that would be fun. I would like to go watch a White Sox game, though.
Yeah, they have a cool stadium. The problem is it's in a very, very rough neighborhood, I believe.
Shocker. That's like every
Yeah.
stadium now.
True. Yeah, I'm pretty sure theirs is like like really, really bad.
I remember one time you and I were looked at, this was, I think, 09 or 10. We looked at going to a Cubs White Sox game.
Oh,
We were
yeah.
comparing Wrigley to Cellular Field at the time. I don't know if it's still called that. We looked at like behind the plate. We looked at, this is 09 prices. Behind the plate at Wrigley was $340 a seat.
Yep.
Behind the plate at Cellular Field, $50.
Yep. Way different. That's what the Cubs have always been like that, though. The tickets are always insane. It's terrible to park over there. You have to find somewhere to park on the street for like 30, 40 bucks.
Oh my gosh.
You're walking like we've parked in Wrigleyville before, which is like those apartments next to it. And then you're walking like a mile, 2 miles to the stadium trying to get over there. It's ridiculous.
Is that
It's
something
never
like you would take a train to and like just train?
I think you can take a train in Crawfordsville that takes you all the way through to Chicago, and it drops you off somewhere down by the stadium, I believe. I'm not 100% sure.
I mean, I understand you're paying a lot more rate. You're getting the name value, the history, this, that, and the other. I understand, but I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what tickets would cost now. If they were $340, 15 years ago.
Well, to me, when you've had 2 good years, 1 good year in the past freaking century and plus, I think it's time to lower your prices and make it a little more reasonable for families to go watch some baseball.
True. What are Indianapolis Indians prices? That's more my realm.
They're still very, very reasonable. I
Okay.
think you can sit on the lawn still for like 10, 15 bucks.
Deal.
which
I
is
want to
a-
go. I'm trying to think the last Indians game I went to. I think it was the 6th grade field trip at North Clay.
Oh,
For
really?
kids who didn't get in trouble. That was probably the last Indians game I've ever been to.
I think we went a year or 2 ago. I forget when we went though. It
Yeah.
hasn't been very long though. They're fun. They're a good time.
Yeah, I want to go. I wouldn't mind going to an ISU baseball game, but we have like interviews every home game now,
Yeah. Oh, do we really?
at least in March.
Well, we can probably catch them when it warms up a little bit though. I'd
We'll
rather
see.
go. Yeah, I'd rather go in like May when it warms up anyway.
Yeah.
That shit. You're right.
No, your
man. They
father-in-law.
should give tickets
Your
away.
father-in-law just made a comment. They should give Cub tickets away.
I saw that. They should. He's right. I did see a picture of, I guess Mark McGuire's kid is either
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Cubs farm system, so he was decked out in Cub stuff the other day, and I was like,
He was decked out.
That's got to be painful for Cardinals fans to see.
I bet.
That's a rough one.
And you called it last night. Tony Khan did it. He signed Mercedes Monet,
Yeah,
a.k.a. Sasha Banks, former WWE talent.
I get it. You want the ratings, but why would you not keep that as a surprise and just say, "Hey,
That's
we have a
kinda
big
right.
surprise tonight"? Like they definitely gave it away. They told everybody beforehand, and it was a weird debut. Did you watch it?
No, I haven't. I don't watch it till the day after.
So the only thing she did was they had a match. There was a women's match right before the main event that went on, and she came out and kind of came out after it was over and hit the one lady with her finisher, and they kind of had a little stare down thing, and then she had an awkward exchange with the other lady, and then she just kind of danced in the ring for a few minutes and then got out. It was very strange.
Yeah. The only clip I saw was the Bang Bang Scissor Gang broke up.
Oh yeah,
I was very upset.
They beat the shit out of Darby Allin.
And Billy Gunn.
Oh yeah,
I was like, how dare you?
the Acclaim didn't. The Acclaim stuff.
No, the Acclaimed are still there, but
It was
the
his
Bullet
boys.
Club,
Yeah.
the Bullet Club Gold, and then the Acclaimed are no more.
Colton and
partners.
Austin Gunn and Jay White turned on him.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Beat up their own dad.
We need to go to that next month. I think that'd be fun.
I'm
It
down.
was fun last time.
It was fun. And now that I don't have to get up at 5 a.m. the next morning.
It'll be even more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
we need to figure out how to go to that. That'll be a blast.
Well, I think it's pretty easy. You purchase tickets and go.
Fair. Yeah. Good point. Yeah. It's very simple, I guess.
We can look in. We'll look into it and we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think.
So I have some movie news.
What's that?
Nicolas Cage said there will not be a National Treasure 3.
Oh, I didn't know
His
there was
quote-
even plans.
His quote was, if you're looking for treasure, do not look at Disney. It's not there. So read into that however you will, but I think there might be some innuendo there.
There might be. Those were good movies, though. I did like.
They were great movies.
I thought they were very entertaining. Like they were. I don't know. I loved them. I like this historical type. Or not historical type, but that type, that style.
It was like watching a real life puzzle, like
Mhm.
pieced together, where they just kept like finding whatever the different things. And yeah, I wish they would have made another one, but it seems like he is not on the same page with Disney.
Yeah.
Which sounds like a lot of people aren't on the same page with Disney anymore.
Well,
So
right now I am, because I found out I'm a stockholder.
oh,
I bought 10 shares of it back, I don't know, beginning of 23. So it needs to rise a little higher. I'm almost
Yeah.
back in the black.
I'm gonna guess that's not gonna happen based off of recent allegations. It seems like they keep sliding backwards.
Oh no, it's the stocks. It was on the rise. I'm about, like I
Oh,
said, I'm
was it?
about, yeah. And I wish, I'm still mad at myself for not keeping my Bitcoin. The last
Oh, you sold it?
I didn't have a full Bitcoin. I think I had like $600. I'm sorry. Yeah, I had $600 worth back when it was 22,000 a coin. So whatever the fraction was there,
Yeah.
it's at 72,000 a coin.
Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah. And that's what I was talking to my dad about. He goes, "That, you think that's going to be the currency of the future?" I'm like, "I don't know, man." I go, "But there's something there." Like, I remember back when it was pennies, and look at it now. I'm like, I at least want to own some.
I don't
That's where-
understand any of the cryptocurrency stuff. It makes
I don't
no
either.
sense to me at all.
I don't either, but I've made pretty decent money on them. Like the Shiba. When you watch Shiba, if it hits $1, Dynapod's a lot of money.
So
well,
what is it? Like, you know what is the crypto? Like, what is it? Just like a
it's
digital
decentralized. It's a decentralized virtual currency, basically. And
Huh.
you can. The funniest story I ever heard about Bitcoin was a guy. This was back when Bitcoin was like worthless. A guy bought 2 pizzas for 2 Bitcoins back in. The 2 Bitcoin worth was like, I don't know, barely enough for a pizza. And the guy goes, "Yeah, that's fine." And he held us 2 Bitcoins. Now he's got 140 grand.
Holy shit. That works out. That's
That's like with me with the cryptos. I don't bet the farm. I'll bet right now. I think I'm looking at like Shiba. I'm in like $100.
That's not
But
bad.
I've got about 10 million coins.
What's
So
the difference in Shiba and Bitcoin? Like, do you know?
it's like an alternate coin. They call them altcoins, but it's almost like a meme coin. It was made as a joke. But
Same thing as
still-
like that Dogecoin and like that.
Yeah,
stuff,
it was
too.
like a
It's all
rip off
kind
of
that.
Dogecoin. But I mean, look at Dogecoin.
Yeah,
Like,
it's kind
I
of
held-
taken off again too.
Well, I had that. I bought that, started buying that in 2017 when it was fractions of a penny. And I should have sold it at its all-time high. I would have walked away with a year's salary. And yeah, but that's the thing. I held it for 3 or 4 years as a joke. I was like, I'm just going to buy a couple. That's why I said I don't play more than $100, $200 at the absolute most, and just see what happens.
Yeah.
But
Apparently, you should wait longer.
no, I should have sold it because that's when I got on Wall Street Bets and
Oh, see, I don't know any of that. Like, that's why you're our financial person, because I don't know any of this shit.
well, I got to
have
get
no
back into
clue.
this. I need to get back into the stocks. That was what's fun with me. That was more like investing stuff. The crypto is just that's me going to the casino. I have zero desire to go to a casino. I'll play crypto
Gamble on crypto. Yeah.
Yeah. because I
mean,
might understand more.
well, yeah, I don't understand any of it. So I was wasting my money gambling, and I would waste my money doing that as well. So,
And that's what, dude, online gambling, it was fun, but I could lose money on like a rental
It was-
property or some sort of investment, that.
yeah,
So
I
that's
just
what I
felt
look
like
at.
it was stressful. Like, instead of making the games fun, it almost made them like intense, and it was like, oh, I don't like this. I want to be able to just watch the game and enjoy it because I
And
want to
that's-
watch. I don't want to be on the edge of my seat because I bet money on it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like when I would bet $5, I'd be like mortified if I lost, and I'm like,
Yeah.
But
It
then,
really means nothing. Like, you're just wasting $5
Yeah.
to. But then you start thinking almost like you need to do it to make the game more interesting, kind of thing. And it's like, no, it's the exact opposite. I'd rather just sit and watch the game and enjoy it now than have to put money on it to give myself some sort of excitement.
right now it's just background noise. But the
Yeah.
Texans, man, they're gonna make a good run this year. I'm
Yeah.
feeling confident.
It's seeming like the Bears might actually do something. The Cubs seem to be playing pretty well in spring training, so I might get to
Do the
actually
Bears
watch
play
them.
the Bears play the Chiefs in the upcoming year?
I don't know. Have they released the schedule for next year yet?
I don't know, but they should because you have Taylor Swift versus Simone Biles.
Oh yeah, that'd be sweet.
I do have two
Sweet.
more things.
Yeah, go for it.
These are 2 birthday announcements. Happy birthday to Sir Michael Caine. He turns 91.
Mike.
I don't know if he was Austin Powers' dad.
Yeah.
And then Albert Einstein turns 145 today.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Yep.
I didn't know it was Albert Einstein's birthday. I saw the Michael Caine one. So we were talking about Ben Shapiro last night of his comment about raising the retirement age because everybody can work longer now, which is an asinine move. So did you see he kind of retracted his statement to an extent because he got the shit bullied out of him for like hours upon end last night?
That's because the Diner Podcast reported on it and talked trash.
Yeah. So he said, he goes, all right. He goes, I'll give in. He goes, we'll keep it at 65, but our elected officials need to be out at the same age as well. And yeah,
That's
great
not-
idea. That's
Not a bad
awesome.
idea. Not a bad idea.
Somebody retweeted it and said, did we just bully this man into having a good idea? Yes, I think you did.
I mean,
And hopefully.
that's where I look at it now. I mean, some elderly people are still sharp. Warren Buffett, he's almost 90.
Yeah.
Very sharp dude. And then you have some people who just like they're not sharp anymore. They just lost it. There's got to be a fine line. It's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, they should have to take a cognitive test every year. That should be part of the process.
we should do that too.
Take a cognitive test. That might not be good. We might learn a lot more about ourselves than we want to, but we can definitely set that up. That'd be fun.
We'll see.
But yeah, they need to do something because I mean, clearly, like this shit's all being ran by money. It's all being it's just whatever people can do to pad their pockets. It's not even about our country anymore. It doesn't seem like. It just seems like it's how can I make more money and what are you doing?
I closed the curtain for sexy time.
Oh, so you're kind of choppy, and then it was like a picture show, and then your tit was out. I was like, oh man, what the hell are we doing?
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I'll get off my soapbox on that one. I feel like I've bitched about it enough this week. So, but definitely, if you get a chance, go on Twitter and do some research because it's fascinating the world we live in right now. Another stat that I saw on Twitter was 30 to 50% of people do not have an inner monologue, and that freaks me out. Like, what goes on in their heads? I guess nothing. But like,
well, you're
mine
self-employed,
never
so you're self-employed. You have a staff meeting.
Yeah, basically. I feel like I'm constantly having a staff meeting with my head. There's something going on in there all the time. So it was like almost crazy to me that 50% of the
also,
population.
I want to give you congrats on defeating me at WWE 2K24 last night.
I got the win with Edge.
Yeah. Booker T sucks.
Yeah, he was not helpful for you last night. I did hit you with like 5 spears though.
Yeah, I mean, you had to earn it, but.
So it's on our page. If you want to go back and watch it, you can watch it on YouTube or on Facebook, wherever. Yeah, we played some video games last night and had some fun. And we made our debut. We
did make our debut. I feel like if you make your debut, you should win a title. But hey, it's okay.
We debuted and won the NWA tag titles. So
yeah,
it was a great debut.
It was a fun game. Like I enjoy playing games. Like I like playing video games. So
I'm excited to get our computer and capture card so we can like have like a legit setup and kind of be able to run that without rigging it up every time. That would be glorious.
Yes, it will be. We'll get there. Uh-oh. Hey, my phone's about to die.
Well, we can wrap this up. That was pretty much all I had on my list anyway. So
okay. Yeah, I just got the 10% notification. So
we'll wrap this one up. We did not do the Pappy's gift card yet. We're going to save it for tomorrow. So anyone watching, just comment and share this. You okay?
I about dropped my coffee in the dressing room.
Your wife would have killed you.
I know. She's within arm's reach. So,
but we have a $25 Pappy's card we were going to give away this morning. We're going to extend it one more day. So just share this video, comment on the live, whatever you want, comment about something we talked about, or just say hi, whatever, and you'll be entered to win. Just make sure you follow us as well, and we'll post about it also. So still chances to enter. We'll give it away tomorrow morning.
All right. You stay golden, pony boy.
Yep. Have fun with your work day.
I'm going to go eat pie.
I'm going to go back to bed. I'm still struggling.
Well, don't kick the bucket.
I'm trying. We're good. Liquid IV is my savior right now. So hopefully, whoa, so close to your eyeballs.
I know. Well.
All right. Well, have fun, sir.
All right. Later.
Bye.
Bye.